This morning, we're continuing Law Week. Every day, we're talking to an expert about a specific topic and getting some legal information. Right now, we are talking about district court procedures and practice with Honolulu Deputy Prosecuting Attorney Julia Kaneshiro. Good morning, Julia. Thanks for joining us today.
Hi, good morning. Thank you for having me.
Yes. Now, for anyone who has to go to court, it can be nerve-wracking because you don't know what to expect. So can you tell us what happens at that first court date for misdemeanor traffic offenses at district court?
Yes, absolutely. So your first court date is called your arraignment and plea. You get the date from the bottom of your citation, or if you bailed out or released from jail, you get a bail receipt, and that also has the date and the courtroom and the time to appear in. So at arraignment and plea, just in layman's terms, what it is it's a chance for the prosecutor to inform you of what the charges and allegations are against you. Now, it's not your trial date. So, one thing I would caution is not to talk about the facts of your case. You're actually really not going to say much at all. You're just going to listen to what the charges and allegations are. The prosecutor is going to do what's called an oral arraignment. So they're going to tell you the charges in layman's terms. So, for example, excessive speeding, that the allegations are on this date and that time in the city and county of Honolulu, you were allegedly going 30 miles over the posted speed limit or traveling 80 miles per hour, regardless of the posted speed limit. And then the prosecutor will ask you to enter a plea, not guilty, not guilty. 99.9% of people say not guilty, unless the prosecutor offers you what's called a plea offer, and they'll discuss with you further, and then at that point you can make a decision. Or if you don't want to make a plea or enter a not guilty plea at that time, you're free to, and then you'll be referred to the public defender's office, and the judge will provide you the phone number for the public defender's office. You call it a later date, and then after that later date, the later date will be like another court date for you to appear at, and at that point, hopefully you have a public defender at that time. And if you don't, then you can keep calling. They're a very busy office, and they call from private numbers at times or block numbers. So if you don't have a public defender at that time, that's fine. Just let the judge know.
Yeah, I was going to ask you what the whole process and phase is, because that's just your first court appearance.
Right. So after the arraignment and plea, it can go two routes. If you're charged with something less than a misdemeanor, like a petty misdemeanor or a violation, then it'll be set for a status conference or a pretrial conference. That's just fancy language for a status with your attorneys, the prosecutor, and the judge to kind of figure out what's going on with your case. Is it going to be set for trial? Is there anything missing? Is your attorney missing any police reports? Do they need to do any further investigation? Does the prosecutor's office need to do further investigation? And again, you're not really going to say much at that point either. Just kind of speak with your attorney. They'll speak with you before, and then they can speak with you after. If you're not going to know what's going on at that point, and it goes so fast. So, always keep in contact with your attorney if you have any questions. After the status or pretrial, or let me backtrack. If you're charged with a misdemeanor, the case after arraignment and plea will be set for what's called a demand waiver of jury trial or entry of plea. Essentially, your attorney is going to go over your rights with you, because under the Constitution, for misdemeanors, you have a right to a jury trial, and they'll go over a form with you, and then you'll make a decision as to whether you want a trial with a jury of 12, or do you just want what's called a bench trial, meaning just a trial with the judge to decide, whether a crime was committed, if you're guilty or not guilty of the crime. And then after the entry of plea or demand waive, it goes back on the same track as petty misdemeanors. You'll make a decision whether or not to set the case for trial or set it for further pretrial conferences or statuses. And just keep in mind, it's, the court process is more of a marathon. It's not a sprint. Mm-hmm. So there could be multiple status conferences or pretrial conferences. That doesn't necessarily mean your case is terrible, or it doesn't go to the merits of it. It just means, the attorneys are doing their due diligence and trying to figure out, what's the best resolution of the case.
Right. A lot of information, of course. If you'd like more information, phone lines will be open tonight and this week. We're talking about Law Week. There you go. There's the number, 808-537-1868, if you'd like more free legal information. They're also meeting people in person in their pop-up clinics across the state. Go to hsba.org for more information, or KHON2.com. Julia Kaneshiro with the city, thanks so much for joining us once again.
Thank you so much.